Welcome to another episode of Carved in Stone, an exploration of our community cemeteries to tell the story of the people that once called Norfolk County home. This series has been brought to you by the fine folks at Norfolk County Heritage and Culture. Thank you for joining us, for liking and for sharing this fantastic social history. Today we're in Oakwood Cemetery, and we're going to be talking about Abigail Becker, the heroine of Long Point.
This Norfolk County act of heroism has turned to legend and appropriately opens with, "It was a dark and stormy night." On November 23, 1854, the Conductor, an American schooner, ran aground in the treacherous waters off Long Point, a fate which has claimed hundreds of vessels. The Conductor's crew clung to the frozen rigging while certain death was imminent. Little did they know their survival would come at the hands of a most unlikely individual. A trapper's wife, caregiver of 6 children, who stood 6 feet tall but was unable to swim. She was Abigail Becker, the Angel of Long Point. Abigail, née Jackson, was born on March 14, 1830, settling on the sandy dunes of Long Point with widower Jeremiah Becker, following their marriage in 1848. It was a particularly hard life for Abigail. On top of caring for her new family of 6 children, 1 girl and 5 boys, she also tended to what little crops could be growing on the land, while Jeremiah was away for extended periods of time working as a trapper. Known far and wide, the events of November 23, 1854 saw Abigail cast her own fears aside, putting her life in grave danger. She waded into the frigid, rough waters in the dark towards the Conductor, and by daybreak had rescued each of the 7 aboard. Her act of heroism made national press, and since the Conductor and its crew were from the United States, was awarded $350 from the people of Buffalo in recognition of her selflessness. She also received a gold medal from the New York Life-Saving Benevolent Association, as well as the Royal Humane Society. Her Majesty Queen Victoria even sent her a handwritten letter of recognition, along with a £50 reward. The royal recognition continued with an in-person visit from the Prince of Wales, who would later become King Edward VII, while he was visiting Long Point on a duck hunting trip. The Angel of Long Point would go on to save even more sailors who fell victim to the unpredictability of the Lake Erie waters. In one incident, she rescued 2 men who had barely made it ashore in a severe winter storm. On another occasion, a daughter alerted her to screams coming from a vessel that had run aground. It was thought all its crew had managed to come ashore, but the female cook had remained. Abigail made it to the wreck, peered down the open hatch, and saw the woman floating upright, being tossed around in the water as they rushed through the broken hull. Sadly, the lake would claim Abigail's husband in a storm in January of 1864, leaving her with 14 children and nearly destitute. Around 1870, she married Henry Rohrer, who she would have another 3 children with. Abigail passed on March 21, 1905, at the age of 74, and is buried with Henry at Oakwood Cemetery in Simcoe. Abigail remained a recognized hero throughout her life and continues to be an inspiration to all who know her story. She has been the subject of numerous books and articles, was honored with an Ontario Heritage Sites plaque, and was recently a contender to be featured on the Canadian $100 bill. The Norfolk County Heritage and Culture Department has been entrusted with a number of artifacts related to her story, including her rocking chair, the family Bible, and gold medal, which are currently exhibited at the Port Dover Harbor Museum.